So we're back. We've done the face and we've done the helmet. So now we're going to do the body. And let's go from there. So you can see I'm using a square. I already taught you these tools that we're going to be using. And remember I told you this is going to be very useful using the direct selection tool. So now I've made my torso. I'm going to go ahead and place it where I want it to be. Take it up a few inches. Make sure that it's exactly where I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and make the belt. And I'm going to look for that octagon. Oh, polygon, right? That polygon shape. Make that as the buckle in my thing. In my belt. Go ahead and get the pen tool. And I'm going to make 2 strokes for the arms. I'm going to go ahead and deselect my fill. And use my stroke. I'm going to go ahead and make sure the stroke is rounded. That's why I click the middle. And I'm going to put the stroke to that. And there we go, I have my arm. I'm going to go ahead and make it easier on myself. Remember I told you, don't draw things twice. Copy it / duplicate it. That is the best thing. It saves you a lot of time. And it's better for you and for me. I'm going to go ahead now and do the same thing for the legs. Once again, a stroke. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And make sure that I line it up to where I want it to be. For those of you who are following along, and for those of you who want to maybe add a twist to yours, or maybe create your own character, feel free to do so. And you can use what tips I provide. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. It is perfectly fine to follow along with this tutorial and to follow the fundamentals that I've put in this class. But you are also free to follow along and apply these things to your character. I would love to see that. I'm going ahead and making sure that I have my hands, which I probably am not going to use, but I'm just showing you how to draw the hands that I created for this character. So our happy little jetpack fox. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I have the color that I want. I'm going to copy that. Go ahead and select my stroke, paste that, and then I get the color that I had before. And then I deselect my fill. Just going to copy that and reflect it. Remember, these shortcuts are your best friend. They make everything easier. So now he has his little hands. And look at him, he looks ready. He looks very happy also. Wonder what he's thinking. I'm going to go ahead and add a few adjustments to my hands to make sure that they're the way I want them to be. Well, the arms. And remember, I'm using the direct selection tool because you can touch a point, and by touching a point, it makes things a lot easier to understand in terms of manipulating it. You're not going to have the same free will, so to speak, when you're manipulating with the selection tool. Once again, I'm using my rectangle tool. I've gone ahead and copied it again, and I'm going to change that color to a lighter color to put above. And I'm going to select both of them and send them straight to the back. There we go. Now that we have that, I'm going to stretch that up a little bit. I'm thinking now maybe might be a good time to draw some stars. Now the stars are pretty easy. So I draw that shape once with my pen tool, and then I copy it and I rotate it. So I'm going to hold down shift. Remember, if I want it to be straight, once it's horizontal, you can hold down shift. I'm going to resize it a bit. I don't want it to be too big. There we go. I'm going to copy that now because I don't want to have to do that again. So making it easier for you and for me. Copy and paste. Alright, and we have our stars. There we go.